Nobody expected this twist, but Formula One might be heading for one of its most dramatic shifts in years. Word is, Aramco, a financial powerhouse and current title sponsor of Aston Martin, could be making a serious move to take over the Silverstone-based team. But here's the shocker. Their eyes are locked on two of the biggest names in the sport, Max Verstappen and Adrian Newey. If this unfolds as planned, we're not just looking at a new team owner. We're talking about a complete shakeup at the top. Now, if this sounds like just another rumor floating around, think again. Aramco isn't known for half measures. They've made bold moves in business, and Formula One seems to be their next big target. Reports suggest they're preparing to take over either full control or at least a significant portion of the team currently under Lawrence Stroll. That's a major play, considering how deeply the Middle East is already invested in motorsport, not just with sponsorships, but strategic influence as well. What's more, it's not just about owning a team. The real headline is their intention to turn the squad into a championship-winning machine from the start. And how do you do that? You bring in the best talent available, no matter the price. That's exactly why Max and Newey are being linked here. According to insiders, Aramco is ready to pull out the checkbook, with no limits. The plan? Offer both Max Verstappen and Adrian Newey whatever it takes to bring them on board. We're talking about contracts so massive that even Ferrari's recent efforts might look small in comparison. And before anyone brings up the budget cap, let's clear that up. The highest paid individuals in any F1 team, like drivers and senior personnel, are not included in that restriction. So technically, Aramco can spend hundreds of millions without breaking any rules. This strategy gives them a big edge. If they secure these two top names, they instantly build credibility and competitive strength. Verstappen, with his dominance on track, and Newey, the brain behind some of the most successful cars in the sport. It's a combination that could reshape the entire grid. But what needs to happen to turn this scenario into reality? First, the takeover needs to go through, and Lawrence Stroll's recent decisions suggest that might not be far off. Back in November, Lawrence Stroll sold a minor share of the team to a US-based investment group called Arctos Partners. That move raised eyebrows, and many saw it as the first real sign that he might be open to stepping back, especially if the right offer comes along. Now, with Aramco already involved as a key sponsor, they seem to be the front-runners to take over either a controlling interest or even full ownership. During the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, discussions behind the scenes reportedly picked up speed. That event wasn't just about racing. It became a hub for major decision-makers and power brokers. For Aramco, the timing and setting were ideal to push their agenda forward. They've been involved with Formula One since 2020, and during the pandemic hit season, they stepped in as a reliable and financially strong backer. That's the kind of long-term commitment that holds weight in the paddock. It's not about being flashy, it's about influence and strategic positioning. And they're using it to make moves that could shake the structure of the current grid. It was Formula Uno, a media outlet known for shaking things up in the F1 world, that first broke the news. According to them, Aramco has already gone through the numbers, assessed the possibilities, and is prepared to make massive offers when the time is right. In their sights, Max Verstappen, the three-time world champion, and Adrian Newey, widely regarded as one of the most brilliant technical minds the sport has ever seen. What makes this even more serious is the fact that both names are considered realistic targets. A few months ago, that would have sounded absurd. But the landscape inside Red Bull has changed. The budget cap rule, which excludes the top three earners in a team, gives Aramco enough freedom to make irresistible offers, and they seem ready to do just that. Behind the scenes at Red Bull, tensions have been growing. Meetings between Christian Horner, Helmut Marko, and Jos Verstappen may have brought a temporary calm, but the core issues remain. and the Verstappen camp hasn't shifted its view. If Horner stays in charge, peace won't last. The unrest inside. Red Bull might not be visible on the surface, but it's simmering, and that's dangerous. For a driver like Max, who thrives in a focused, winning environment, this kind of internal friction isn't just annoying, it can be a deal-breaker. His camp firmly believes that as long as Christian Horner holds the top spot, true harmony within the team won't be possible. And when top talent starts feeling unsettled, change becomes more than just a rumor. It becomes a real possibility. With 2026 getting closer every day, everything is pointing toward a major shakeup across the grid. Ferrari and Mercedes are already getting their plans in place, but the partnership between Aston Martin and Honda is beginning to attract serious attention. Honda's no stranger to F1. Their engine-building legacy is full of highs, and their recent improvements have only added to their reputation. That's important because Verstappen trusts Honda. Their reliability, especially in recent years, has played a key role in his success, and that connection might just influence his next big decision. Max has openly said there's no strong reason for him to leave Red Bull right now, but he also pointed to Lewis Hamilton's surprise switch to Ferrari as a reminder that nothing in this sport is set in stone. With these rumors swirling, it's clearer why Red Bull is eager to maintain peace within their ranks and avoid any internal conflicts for the time being. What adds fuel to the fire is Honda's recent move to Aston Martin. This gives the Silverstone-based team the backing of a manufacturer, which is often seen as a crucial factor for success in Formula One. From Max's perspective, having Honda's support could be a major plus if he ever considers switching teams. On the other hand, Red Bull is about to enter a new chapter with their powertrain division becoming fully independent and branded by Ford. This fresh start has its risks. It might go either way. But Honda's experience and proven track record could give Aston Martin an advantage from 2026 onwards. Still, if Max Verstappen does decide to leave Red Bull, Mercedes could be waiting in the wings. Despite some recent struggles with their car design and philosophy, Mercedes remains a top contender, especially when it comes to engine power. The departure of Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari might even push Mercedes to rethink their direction and bring in fresh talent. Toto Wolff, Mercedes team principal, has reportedly been trying hard to sign both Verstappen and Newey. He even joked that the doors are wide open for the 88-year-old Newey to become the next technical mastermind at Mercedes. Though Marco, Newey's current employer, quickly dismissed that idea. However, given all the changes happening at Red Bull, Mercedes might get another chance to make their move. Regarding the 2025 driver lineup, Wolff mentioned that if Christian Horner remains in charge at Red Bull, anything is possible. This suggests uncertainty about how stable Red Bull's future really is. Mercedes knows they have work to do. They're struggling to develop a competitive car and bring upgrades after a few tough seasons, which makes them less attractive to top drivers like Verstappen. After dominating for 8 years in the hybrid era, Red Bull's current internal problems could push their stars to look elsewhere. Still, Wolff is confident it's up to Mercedes to prove they have the best package from 2026 onwards. That's what will attract high-profile talent. But if Verstappen leaves, he'll face a tough challenge from George Russell, who's ready and willing to compete for the top spot. Looking ahead, the future of both Aston Martin and Mercedes is key. Aston Martin is building independence with Honda's support, while Mercedes risks slipping back in the pecking order. This could mean seeing Verstappen in a green suit sooner than many expect. For now, Verstappen remains with Red Bull, and Newey is still the technical lead. But the behind-the-scenes drama and shifts in team dynamics suggest that big changes may be just around the corner. If Red Bull can't fix their internal issues, their top talents might seek greener pastures, which could change the entire landscape of Formula One. What do you think? Could Aston Martin's rise and Red Bull's struggles reshape the grid? Share your thoughts below.